Everyone, welcome to my Kung Fu Panda review series, and you know what we're going to start. Hang on a second. You know what we're going to start, people. Today is indeed my review for Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu Panda 2. Now, like I said about the first film, the Kung Fu Panda was my favorite movie of all time. It was amazing. It was awesome. I just loved the first film a lot. Now, as for the second one, I was kind of worried that they were going to milk it. I thought this one was going to be a lazy cash grab, a bit like what Shrek did, where the first two were good, but then they did a third one, which was just for the money, you could see. So, Kung Fu Panda 2. So here it is, the front, spine, and the back. Kung Fu Panda 2 is an even better movie than the original. Oh, it's not just awesome, it's amazing. Because seriously, this film is amazing. Check it out. It's amazing. It deserves to be awesome fun and the best animated film 2011. This film is amazing. Let's get on to the story. Story this time, there's a peacock called Shen, played by Gary Oldman, who is probably my favorite villain of all time, who wants to, he created a cannon so he can, destroy all the Kung Fu masters. And now, Po and the Fury Five go off to fight him off. And now Po, you're probably thinking, how can he stop a threat like that? Po must achieve inner peace and must rediscover his past and needs to learn about where he's from. And there's also a little bit growth in Po. Like, for example, Po, did you not know there was growth in your character? I know. It was amazing the way I did that. Did that for a bit of fun. Thank you. Po is now, he's not just lovable and passionate. He's more serious than what he was before. I think Po is a great developed character. I love his development. Po is probably my favorite character of all time. I also want to give DreamWorks the credit that the story is awesome. I give the story a 10 out of 10. The animation, oh my god, the animation is absolutely gorgeous. The animation is superb in this movie. This movie has great animation, brilliant. Alright, now on to the characters. We actually see a new side on Tigers where we see that to our softer side. I loved about that. The Furious 5, they don't get much to do, but they do what I like is that they go on with Po to the journey. I loved about that. Shifu isn't really in it as much as the first film, which I didn't really get. I was like, he was the mentor from the first movie. Then why isn't he in this one? I have to admit, however, I think the story does take a few plot elements from the first film, like Po meeting legendary masters, Po now he's destined to stop Lord Shen. Mr. Pain gets a softer side, and we do learn a bit of a new side to Shifu. Kung Fu Panda 2 is indeed a spectacular movie. The soundtrack is great. Kung Fu Panda 2 gets a 10 out of 10, and it deserves the rating, the seal of awesomeness, seal so legendary that when a movie tries its best to be good. So Kung Fu Panda 2 is indeed the #1 best animated sequel that's better than the original to me. So if you like Kung Fu Panda 2, check it out, and that's it for my review. Goodbye.